Buongiorno. Ciao amici e benvenuti al podcast. Si chiama G-List Celebrity. And my name is... fuck, I can't even speak English.
Oh, shit.
My name...
so long since Franco hasn't spoken since the last podcast.
That is fucking real. My name is Franco. I do not have a last name.
The other one, I think it's so funny. It's kind of demeaning, though. And my name's Onyx Franco. The first one. And we are joined today by a Philadelphia drag bucking legend. Bitch, I am so excited. Oh!
Who do we have, baby?
We have... I want to say... Wait. I was going to say the labia of Philadelphia.
I am the labia of Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's the labia of Philadelphia.
So we have
I got Ebony Fierce.
The labia of Philadelphia.
It's a lot of tea if you're nasty.
Okay.
Not a lot of tea. That's the second time she's been mentioned on this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the first time.
You know what? I think Salata is like our Philadelphia's pork chop. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it.
You know what though? That's so true.
Yeah.
Who is
Do you know,
Salata T?
she's a older queen. She used to put Dora the Explorer pillows as her titties.
Yeah.
And I just remember one time,
legend.
camp fucking legend. Like she would show up to the gig with just the crunchiest of faces.
I always thought she was a tranny. She just gives me old tranny, like behind the DJ booth that used to read to young girls. Like
she does a little bit. You know, there's some people that you're like, they're definitely trans. They're just like not gonna do it. You know?
Yeah.
they're like, I don't have time for this right now.
I think I saw a tweet that was that exact.
Yeah, there was a
sentiment.
tweet that.
I received it.
Oh, it was you? Okay, I saw it. Yeah, it was like I think I'm definitely trans, but I don't have time for that right now. Yeah.
That is so fucking real, though.
And then there was another one. It was
So
like,
real.
I'm non-binary, but I got a job right now, so I'm not worried about all that.
Yeah.
So how do we feel? Run it out in the comments.
Well, it's been so long since we've had a podcast that so much has happened. Like last time we had was last year in December. And since then, we had an election. Marvel Rivals came out, which has ruined Franco's life. The last podcast in this room, Franco got everyone so sick that we were done for like 2 weeks.
That is true.
That is true. We didn't know that this one was rocking a fever next to me the whole time.
I didn't know. Listen, I don't know what happened, but if you go back and watch the episodes, we're going to add a link here and here.
He looks deathly
I literally
ill.
was looking like I was becoming sick. And then it was literally, I remember like you and Peaches left and I was still felt fine. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like laid down in bed. I was like, let me chill out for a second. I was like, my back or something's going on. Immediate death
illness
came over me.
Wow.
I got so sick instantaneously.
And then 2 days later, I woke up and I said, "That little fucking faggot." Like,
That was me.
Yeah, what's it called?
no, it's just like the flu, some weird strain.
And then all those people.
But we cleansed the room. We're good now. We're good now. So, Icon, how are you?
I'm doing well as well. All's right in the world. No, it's not.
No, but all is right in this room.
It's all right in this room.
It's
the
hot.
highlight of my week.
You're the highlight of our week. And we were just talking that this is not you and I's first time on camera together discussing topics.
Yeah, the last time we was in Eagle Pigeon Events.
Pigeon
Events of Philadelphia. And our studio was a block away from this apartment.
Yeah. And that, we don't have enough time to even get into all that.
We don't.
But that should be a movie someday.
It should be. Who would be your character?
Who would I would want to play
who would be the
You would
actress?
play a separate person. You should play Icon. And Icon would play
it'd be like Scarlett Johansson in that one movie.
Yeah.
Okay, who would play me? I would
Let's be realistic.
No, I don't want to be realistic at all.
No.
I'll have Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yes. Angelina Jolie walking the dog.
Yeah, walking the dog.
All the South Philly.
Walking all the dogs.
Oh, God.
Who would be you?
I would have to say I want Angela Bassett to play.
Oh,
yes.
The Angelas. That'll be
That would be fierce as fuck.
That'd be a good movie. And then who would play Redacted? Our boss.
It would have to be. It would have to be something crazy, like Elle Fanning or something.
You know who would be Bill Skarsgård, probably.
The one who plays Pennywise.
Who plays Nosferatu.
I would say Danny DeVito.
He's too charming and sweet.
No?
He's too charming and sweet to play the
Okay.
person we're talking about.
There.
But he's a good actor, so he
Yeah,
can play.
you know.
I'm with Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay,
it's probably me.
It is.
What?
I don't know if I'm wearing deodorant or not. Oh, it feels so good to be back.
It does.
Doesn't
and
it?
back with you, I think. Because, bitch, you have... How many years have you been doing drag?
So I've been performing for 14 fucking years, bitch.
Damn.
crazy.
I just realized that I always stop counting because I'm like, all right, I'm here. I'm just fucking living life.
Yeah.
But then I saw an old ass picture on Facebook. And I was like, and I saw the year. I was like, I really have been going at this shit since 2011.
Yeah.
Damn. Do you remember your first number?
I was in the basement of a house party in Manayunk.
Legendary.
And it was around a whole bunch of hippies. So it was like this like little boutique store where they sold like repurposed like trinkets and clothes and shit. And then the back there's a bonfire with a bunch of straight stoners. And then downstairs, so where the homos was downstairs dancing to house music.
Girl, the gig.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And I performed original music.
Yes.
For the price of the open bar, which was like, you know, cheap liquor on the table.
Yeah. Like one
And
bottle of
shrooms.
Rubinoff. Yeah, and shrooms. Oh, my God.
That's incredible.
I hate to say it, but there's some gigs I would still do for an open bar. I'm like, is it at a nice place? Yeah, don't do that. Like,
Espresso martini.
that's amazing, though. I even like looking at some pictures of just like old Taboo and stuff back in the day, and just seeing
do miss
how
that.
different drag was.
Was.
Like everyone's makeup was like, ooh, it looked like. But back then, you couldn't tell us anything.
That's the thing.
My favorite trend that y'all did, it was when y'all first started coming out.
Oh, boy.
Y'all Pie and like the rest of the house crew was those overdrawn ass lips. Those lips that went all the way up to the fucking tip of your nose.
Not
It
me,
was
baby.
like-
it was like-
not me, baby.
Yes,
I remember.
you
No,
were eyes.
I
This
was
was
not. Mine was
eyes.
eyes.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were eyes.
Here's the thing. When I first started, it would be the eyes, but then I would draw like the babyest little tiny lip.
Oh,
a Reba McEntire.
Reba
lip.
McEntire lip. But yeah, the eyes were a big thing for me.
Someone said it back in the day. Who was it? Someone's like, if you do Philly drag, your makeup is either inspired by Brooklyn Ford or porcelain. It's one
Yeah.
or the other.
That
It's
is
either
true.
like fully airbrushed beauty,
Mugatron.
or just like gonk.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then there's Bev, who
Bev is just
one of their own.
one of the most
I
incredible
said to her
artists.
once, I
One
was
of a
like,
kind.
people can say a lot about your makeup, but it is one of a kind.
Yes. No, Bev has gotten on point though. Like Bev is on point.
She used to paint like an alt queen. I used to be like,
Did
She
you
low-key
say that?
did.
yeah,
used to paint
because
like
she used to
alt queen.
paint. I was like, this is like the spooky girls do
Yeah.
their makeup
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, you know what? Never mind.
Thank you for contributing.
That's what I have to say.
You're
about
doing
Bev.
great.
No, I think that like Bev, people will probably like maybe not Bev specifically, but like let's say like more comedy focused drag queens or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, who like don't paint the best or whatever the fuck. It's like that's still more interesting than like some of you like ugly bitches who like.
Ooh.
That was really mean. I didn't mean it like that. Some of you ugly bitches who like think you can paint soft, but you can't. There's a lot of
it's
people.
hard to paint soft.
For you,
I
it's-
think you're one of you have one
You're-
of the best
that's the
mugs
thing.
in
You have one of the
Vegas.
best. Yeah.
But you're so because it never
thing is that
looks
you-
like you're wearing makeup.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not
Thank you.
soft.
But then you can also do like a drag
I can.
face.
I guess it depends. It's like, okay, do I have 20 minutes to get ready? I'm like, all right, fuck it. All right, I have enough filler on where I could just fucking do this shit. But if I had like, you know, SpongeBob, well, like a square ass face, then I'm like, maybe I need to make some time for myself.
Hey,
And that's no shade.
no, those are the type of people I'm talking about.
Sometimes you can just wear filler out. That's
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I got my Juvederm on. I don't need
Exactly.
to go.
I want to be one of those girls that just wears like this foundation. the legendary ladies of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're like, what do you have on? They're like,
Cover girl.
They're like,
I don't do
lash.
nothing. Just a lash.
Yeah, and sometimes that. Nope.
But I'd rather see a lot of effort put into something that's bad than little effort into something that's bad. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
well, it's nice to see, you know.
At least you're trying to do something, you know, where some people will come out and be like, you know what? I'm not going to be hateful in this podcast today.
You have been very hateful.
The point is makeup. Put it the fuck on.
Put it the fuck on.
Even if it's light and put the cosmetics on, bitch.
Make sure it's on, though. Like, on.
Like,
well, I feel like the
because
trend,
it can be on, but sometimes it should be off.
The trend nowadays, I think drag trending is very soft, makeup, and like very neutral.
Doesn't suit everybody.
And it is, you gotta have, like you said, if you're SpongeBob SquarePants, it's a little hard to be soft when you got all those.
I feel like there's a way to pull it off where it's like you and like Mino. Where it's like, who else am I thinking of? Where it's like not drag, but it's still a lot, but it's still natural and it's still like applied well. That's what I like to see. Yeah. And sometimes
I just like to blend. Like, there was a moment where I did not know how to blend, and people were just like, "Baby, you need to pick up that brush. This is how you do it." They'll grab my wrist and be like, "You sweep up and down. You see how, you know, it's not paint by numbers anymore. You see how now it's one color. That's how it works."
And it's also knowing like where to put stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you remember like when Trixie got big and everyone was doing the Trixie contour?
Yeah.
That doesn't always
stop here.
Yeah, it looks like you're eating it. It looks like it looks like you had a ball gag on. And then you took it off after you did your contour.
It's like that picture of Joe Biden where...
Oh, the picture of Joe Biden with the little ball gag.
There was like a ball gag, indentation on his face.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, that's a different story.
My favorite is the new queen contour when the contour stops down here.
I will never understand. I don't understand it.
It's like, what?
What are we trying to do?
What's it supposed to be?
Yeah.
Or a lot of like, and then there's the spooky girls, and there's no rules. No rules.
Sometimes the spooky girls
need some rules.
Can you elaborate?
No.
Well, sometimes
we're gonna break our NDA.
God, this is gonna be bad.
Our phone call NDAs.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, you've seen a lot of
let's
drag.
start with that.
Yeah. You've seen a lot of drag come and go.
Yeah,
too.
I have.
And sometimes I think, are we doing a show? Are you presenting yourself as a performance, or are you getting ready for bed, or like I don't even know how to describe it. I just think you say it.
No,
I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
I just think like
we have all drag is validated drag into it being bad a lot of the time, and that's what I will say.
I think it
doesn't make it any less valid.
I want to see commitment, whether it's you know, and you can do a lot on like 50 cents too.
Oh yeah,
like I know you can. You are creative as fuck.
Yes,
because when I started, I was broke as fuck. So
that's a joke.
Like
you were eating boiled eggs when I met you.
I was eating boiled eggs. I'd buy 12 eggs. I'd be like, that's 12 days of food. It's an egg a day. But someone like Ann Artist, who's like, what's Ann wearing? Give me that. Give me this. And it looks like couture. It looks like $1 million.
Exactly. Ann every single time I will see Ann, and I know Ann since the beginning. This bitch has never changed. Like, you see Ann show up 10 to 20 minutes before the show starts with a trash bag full of shit. And she would dump out in the middle of the goddamn fucking and everybody else would be like, what the fuck? In my mind, I'd be like, oh, she's good. Yeah. She's about to get ready. She'll be ready before you.
She'll be ready before you. And she'll look better too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More of that.
More of that.
More
Exactly.
creativity and drive,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know. I don't even have that much drive to begin with. So, regardless. So, since you've, like, been around longer than, my brain just shut off.
Longer than most
Yeah,
people.
longer than most-
Let me help you.
Yeah, my brain is shut off. It doesn't work today. But, like, what's your, like, drag pet peeve? If you had to pick one thing that you're just like, I find this one thing unacceptable, what is it? If there's anything.
I don't know. It's like Facebook, the drag culture of Facebook.
Oh,
That's a good answer.
That is
especially
a good answer.
Philadelphia Facebook.
Yes, it just feels like
Yeah.
everyone's always complaining all the time about what someone else is doing. And I'm like, bitch, are you having fun?
They're not.
Like, is this, like, y'all treat this shit like it's a fucking, like, corporate office. Like,
no
it's a
one-
profession.
Yeah.
But, like,
No
y'all
one
need-
made you do it.
Right.
That really
you
is
don't have
probably one of
to.
the best
Yes.
ways to put it.
It's like it should be something you like.
Right.
Like, and especially as, like, it's a very marginalized art form that
Yes.
people are actively trying to get rid of. So if you hate it,
Then maybe you shouldn't do
you
it.
don't have to do it. It's okay.
There really are certain people.
That's a very good one, though. The internet sometimes, and also, not sometimes, instead of typing it out, call a friend.
journal.
Have a group chat.
Have a group.
Have a group chat. A group chat will save you from a lot.
Exactly.
The Philadelphia Facebook of it all, like the etiquette that you would see, like if you were to put like what's being said on Facebook and the way people talk next to like any of those people's group chats, you would see two different people.
Yes,
Yeah.
You
you
know what
would.
I'm saying? You would see
Or
like,
in person.
or in person. That's what I'm saying. Philly nightlife, I think, does have some of the most like creative, cool people in
Absolutely.
certain pockets, but has some of the most insufferable, out of touch people that I've ever met in my life.
And I see
But
one
only
all
and
the
there's
time.
and two of them
I
host
see
a
this.
podcast. Yeah,
Like,
and it's just like but only online.
Yeah.
And then you meet them, and you're like, why are
They're
you
lovely.
cool online? I mean, cool in person,
yeah.
but online I have you muted on everything.
Exactly.
So-
You have to mute them on everything because if I have to hear discourse about nails or honing in like
Wait, hold on. What's that?
I don't even know what the honing is.
It's
a word I've heard ever since I started doing drag. I was like, honing? What the
It's
fuck
like
is
we
a
really
hone?
need to hone in on
On your
doing,
craft.
Yeah, on your craft. I'm honing in
I'm honing.
on like my performance. Like
That's what we were talking about 5 minutes ago about how we need people to hone in on drag. We're the worst. We did it.
But look, we're saying it out loud.
It's out
We're
loud.
the people we trust.
We're- yes, among folks
We're not
that
gonna
we
post it
trust.
on the internet. It's times when we post this on the internet.
Exactly.
You're honing in and emoting your
I see.
performance in drag with your nails on
Right.
I see what you're saying.
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
Yes.
Very interesting.
You know what? Have you performed in Baltimore?
I have. Yes.
They love Facebook.
Oh my god.
They
love
love
Facebook.
Facebook. No, Baltimore Queens. It's different. They love Facebook.
It's like threads. It's like that's why I love Twitter.
Instagram
I'm like
threads?
Twitter does not need like a character. Like Twitter needs a character limit.
Yeah.
It does. Because Facebook, I feel like needs a character limit too. Because
It's like
it be paragraphs. I'm like, bitch, is this your fucking SATs? What the fuck is going on?
MLA format.
It's really crazy.
Single space.
Like full on like dissertations
For real.
about like
About
they went out
$40
last
gigs.
night. Like literally about $40 gigs. Or you know what's even weirder?
true.
Sometimes you'll get that type of Facebook post from a person who was like an audience member
yeah.
Oh yeah.
and not even involved. You'd be like, I had went out and I had met a drag queen who treated me a certain way, and I had heard from a different person that they were treating this person. I'm like, go to, first of all, therapy. Second of all, go to a different bar. Go hang out with friends.
Or go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go
Don't go
to bed.
outside.
Kim, people are dying.
People are
Fuck's
dying.
sake, people really are dying. That's the crazy part. At least you have a bar to go to. Shit.
I know.
Like, get a grip.
And think about like just Philly, the amount
Sorry. Sometimes it's so annoying.
It is.
You gotta let it out.
I know.
It is. Maybe. Do you journal?
Do I journal?
You do journal.
I actually finished my journal that I've had since 2017 the other day.
Do you ever think about like
And
in
I
the
have
future if
listen,
someone
no.
finds
I
that?
wrote
they're
that in
like,
my journal.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
like, what a sad little
Yes,
handwritten
that's
book.
what's gonna happen. Now I have two sad little handwritten books. The first one's from 2011.
Wow.
I know, it's really sad.
Do you journal?
Yeah.
I do my notes on my iPhone and I just read and I forget about it later on.
Do
So
you
I
ever
look
read
back
them?
and I'll be like, oh, I think I might need medication.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's how it's okay. So what is your? How do you find?
What is your how do you find?
This is a bit. I'm like,
How do
is
you
there a-
define?
How do you find
Title.
inner peace? Because I would say, Icon, you are one of the most like calm and collected people
Yes.
I think I've ever met. Like
do have a
you,
very
Yeah.
zen
you
aura.
have. You just provide, I think, just like such a good presence to people. But I think it's
it.
probably kind of a lot for you sometimes, though, because then people are like, "Oh, I love talking to Icon about my problems."
I was literally about to say,
Yeah.
if I had to guess,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I don't know. I used to be very chaotic when I was younger. And like, I don't know. I'm just like too tired for that shit right now. But you know, it just comes from growth and just being like, is it worth it? Or I just need to walk away. Maybe it's best to walk away. Because people have always told me, oh, you need to confront this there and there. You know, you need to do this, you need to do that. And people just really just trying to encourage me to be as chaotic and be as wild as possible for shit that isn't even worth my time.
Yeah, it
You
is like
know?
picking your battles. Like, and sometimes
Yeah.
it is worth like, all right, I do have to let someone know about something, but it's not
Yes.
everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I'm just trying to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the world is ending. I just want to have fun.
I feel
Like,
a lot of
Especially
people
now.
yeah.
a lot of people don't want to do that anymore.
They don't.
They genuinely don't want to have fun or enjoy themselves. It seems like people they perceive to get more out of life by constantly pointing out how terrible their life and everything around them is.
And especially when shit is
Which
like,
it is.
like, you know, stuff ain't too good right now
Right.
in the world. So you really do like. I was talking to a therapist the other day.
Must be nice.
Not mine. I fired her though because she pissed me off. But as we're finding inner peace, but
I fired my therapist.
she was on one, and but she was saying like you have to make a concrete choice to be like, I'm going to find the good in today. I'm gonna do something that makes me happy.
Right.
Like but you have to actually try. Like you really do have to
You do
like
have to
make the
try.
effort to be like, let me try to make things good even if it's just for yourself. Like whether it's something stupid, like let me take a bath.
Right.
Let me take an edible and then watch Love is Blind.
That's been a
for
reoccurring theme in
long
my
time.
journals.
Love is Blind?
No,
Oh.
trying making a conscious effort to not be miserable, but it's
Yeah,
not working.
especially because you'll have thoughts like my brain will go, fuck this sucks. My brain will just go like, fuck this, I'm done. Like I want to
Literally.
kill myself today. Like, not in a serious way, but like,
Yeah.
but it's like, but you have to be like, you know what? Like,
Really, you do have to knock it out
Exactly.
sometimes.
But sometimes I just think as queer people, we're just fucking dramatic. Like,
That
there's
is
nothing
true.
more so dramatic than being like, I'm going to fucking kill myself. And then the next day you're like,
How do you feel? How do you feel about
and it's me at Trader Joe's because they were out of the ginger juice that I like.
I'm sorry. That's one of the things that they're never going to take from me, saying that I want to kill myself. Because people will be like, "You should say that." I'm like, I understand why. I'm going to say it. because sometimes there's nothing else to say.
There
is no more. There is no more strawberry vanilla yogurt at Trader Joe's. I am going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not serious. I'm not telling other people to do it. I'm telling myself.
I love saying the word faggot.
You have to look me directly in the eye.
Faggot. It's just.
Faggot's a good
I'm glad I made it come back.
Thank God it did. Remember there was a second where people were like, you can't say it. I was like,
say it.
What are we going to say then?
Oh my gosh. I remember when me and Donitz was walking down like the Bicep alleyway and we were like, faggot this, faggot that. And then these older guys was like, hey ladies, you shouldn't use that word.
Oh?
Okay, faggot.
And we were like, okay, anyway, this faggot right here.
Yeah. Like, no.
Anyway,
No.
First of all, that's such a crazy way to... That's a crazy sentence in itself. Like,
at least they're
ladies,
polite.
excuse me, ladies. You shouldn't be saying
it's
that.
Like, excuse me?
I am bequeathed to use such language.
Total side note, if any of our listeners know Sardonyx, they have an excellent faggot. The way it comes out.
Yeah, they do.
Hear it. I hear Sardonyx.
It's music to my ear.
Can you hear it so vividly?
You can just hear it. You know what it is? She'll do a little pause right before.
Like, faggot.
It's like, yeah, that's what I called you. Faggot.
And they have the word faggot all over their room. Like, there's just stickers. There's like drawings. There's like writings of faggot all over their place.
There's writings of faggot.
It's like biblical at this point.
No, but it is.
Middle of the night. Just
Faggot. There's faggot hieroglyphics, Chinese,
Every language. Doesn't matter where in the world you're from. You'll find a faggot in there.
Okay.
That's this room right now, for real.
Franco's a work from home diva now.
Yeah,
God bless.
It's quite literally ruining my life.
Why?
In every way. I remember before we started recording this podcast, before we started recording today, before you came over today, I was thinking in my head, I was like, Franco, do not be miserable on the podcast. Do not vent on the podcast. Do not trauma dump on the podcast. So we're gonna cut that. But
Here
just
we
know,
go.
but and I know you well enough that you hate when people trauma dump on you.
So no,
So I will
it's
not
not
be doing that.
It's
not even
that.
trauma. I'm just bitching.
I love, I will be there for my friends and y'all and stuff. It's just be the people that I've only met 3 times, and why do I know everything about your life story, man?
Yeah.
That is true.
I'm like, you want me to know all of your business?
Yeah.
At 1:00 in the morning?
Yeah.
What is going on?
We're in the bike stop alley.
Yeah.
This is not the time
No,
for
but at
you
that
to tell
point-
me about your ex who essayed you.
It is really weird when they'll drop bombs like that.
But you know what it is though? It's with just performers, because they see you on stage, they relate to you, they relate, look up to you.
mother.
Suddenly they're like, oh, I love this person. And
Right.
they're so nice because we that's just who we have to be.
Who we are.
So I'll tell them about the time in high school when this, that, and the
XYZ
third
happened,
happened.
yeah. And but just to keep it, it's like you in your head, you're like, oh, I want this thing. I want a job. I want to work from home. I want to be able to afford to live comfortably. And then you get those things, and then your brain is still like, well, what about all this other stuff that makes you feel horrible? Let's crank it to 8,000. Also, you're never going to leave the house anymore, so you're going to get no exercise. And you're just going to eat all day and talk to random people on the phone for work. So anyway, girl, how's your day?
That. I do get that. You feel like you're enclosing your home, right?
Yes, I do. And everyone's like, oh, you should just go out. And, I do go out every now and then.
You need a sunshine wall.
I do. I honestly am just quite frankly depressed. And that is what I
Well, there's a lot to be,
A lot to be depressed about.
The winter sucks. I think wintertime's always tough for people. The political climate of the world is tough. The economic climate, I could go on.
It's
but
I don't
But
I feel like I'm in Russia. The fuck is this?
Dead ass.
Literally, I have to mute just every political word on my phone.
Yeah.
Just because I know it's good to be informed, but it's it sends me so many things. I look down at my phone and it's Donald Trump signed, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't.
There's people outside of your house ready to kill you
Yeah,
today.
it's like I'm trying to like rush to get ready for a show. I just like can't read that right now.
Yeah, no.
It's too much.
So yeah.
But
yeah, I understand because it's like, but maybe when it gets warm outside, you can go take a brisk slow walk.
For sure.
And you're on your break. You know, go get bubble tea next door.
I literally, that's the crazy thing. I really, it's just like I get so
town.
routined, and when I get into the negative routine, it's impossible.
you got to plan a little trip for yourself.
I do.
Get out of the city.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just need to like be more.
Even go to
social.
like New York.
Yeah.
It's like a $20 bus ride. And it's just something different. You can go for the day, and then you can go to the fashion district. You can go, and then you're gonna go to this feather store for me, and you're.
So you're trying to set it up. You know what? You'll cure your depression.
Yeah.
Go shopping for me.
Ostrich feathers, 12 ply.
Got you. I'll go do that for you.
But when they touch your face, you'll be cured.
They touch your face.
Well, the bone.
Oh, the bow. I thought you meant at the store. They
feather
touch
on your skin.
face. No, I.
Oh, that'll cure any depression.
Okay. See. Oh, okay. We figured it out.
Sometimes, you know what else? Sometimes you just gotta serve a little bit.
I can't even do that anymore.
You can do it. Anyone can serve.
Anyone can serve.
Anyone can serve.
Anyone can serve, darling.
And sometimes, like,
Anyone
even
can
like
serve.
with drag, I'm like, I'm so depressed. You know, life's terrible. And then you get ready for a show, and you look in the mirror, but you're like, who could be mad when you look
Exactly.
like this?
All you need to do is just, put on a little bit of makeup, blast 90s RuPaul, and all is well in the world.
There is something. I was listening to old RuPaul the other day, and it
Yes.
just makes you want to just like,
Okay.
I just want
trying to
to
think, like,
touch
what-
my titties in my bed, like.
Ooh,
I was listening to something that made me want to do that, but I don't remember what it was. It'll come to
and
me.
Kitty
in
in
a
it
second.
too. Kitty by RuPaul.
Oh,
Hustle
okay.
That Kitty. The new one. That is.
hustle that game.
Wait, is
I
that
see
like
you
the
wanna
slow
sweat.
one?
I want to see you work.
There's one
Put your
from the
whole kitty
last
in it.
season that I was like, this is a genuinely good song.
She's got a few bangers.
She
Okay,
does.
bro, okay.
And her TikToks are hilarious.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Like, I was like, she really is funny. The one of her just slapping Tyra Sanchez.
That one's really good.
That was so funny.
Mama
My
Ru.
favorite
bitch.
one is
We're, like,
like
slouched
it's
over.
random. It's like it's when she's selling her chocolates. She's like, RuPaul's chocolates are back. I don't know why.
That's funny. Oh my goodness.
It is like, you know what I never want? Is a RuPaul.
I didn't know that she had
You
chocolate.
didn't know she had a chocolate bar?
I didn't know they were back either.
I didn't know they were back. Thank you.
Who took them away?
Where did they go? Where did they go?
Where do you buy one?
That's what I mean. We should have. We should go get some.
I should get RuPaul's chocolates for your next guest.
I literally
We
was
should.
gonna say,
I was like, would you like a bite of like what's be called like work that like peanut
Work
butter?
that-
Peanut butter.
work that
She's a
peanut butter.
You know the song peanut.
Oh,
peanut,
duh.
peanut. Must be jelly because
Jelly. What is it? Yeah, it doesn't.
with Big Frida on it.
Yes, with Big Frida.
It's good.
Yeah, I definitely know that.
Not
song.
me
It's
actually.
from
Now I'm
the-
thinking about love RuPaul music.
You love RuPaul's music. Yes.
If the Boulets came out with any like candy, what would it be? What do you think it would be?
It would be like cough drops or something.
It would be like, you know, those little watermelon things.
Like the twisted
the little-
watermelon
Yes!
candies.
It would
Yeah.
be-
Why?
It would actually with the candy. It would probably be like a gummy thing.
Okay.
Like a gummy like eyeball or something nasty.
Oh,
it
okay.
would
No,
be.
like gush
Yeah.
out a little bit. That would be
You
cute.
could do like a boule bite.
Ooh, Boulay bites.
Well,
Let me
excuse the
call
fuck out of
them,
me.
like, I gotta.
I still think
They
it would
do
be cough
sell.
drops.
I was on their site. Sometimes I just check. And they sell their own nails. You can buy Boulay Brothers nails.
Ooh,
They have little coffin-shaped little bags too. They're actually kind of cute.
that's kind.
You can buy
Bouleys.
action figures of them, like 80s. Remember, like 80s
Yeah.
action
figures.
figures that
Okay.
like for like Star Wars and stuff.
Nice.
They look like that. You can buy those.
Well, the Boulay spies that listen to this podcast, can you send us some,
Please.
please? We'll sponsor them. The Boulay Brothers.
We'll sponsor you.
We'll sponsor
I feel
you.
like I've already done that.
Wait, would you ever want to be on like a show like that, or is that not?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe not. Maybe so. We'll see.
Work. Oh,
I don't know.
watch this
That makes
face.
me.
I don't know.
That makes me think.
That makes me
yeah.
think.
No.
No, that's
There's no
okay.
NDAs that no one needs to sign.
Yeah, hello.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite when Saphira got on.
Yeah.
Everyone had the NDAs. They're like, I have to tell you something, but sign this
Oh,
first.
yes.
I have to tell you something. Sign this first.
LOL.
Yeah, I remember that happened with someone I knew, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Oh my God, when you got on you would have thought that the FBI was ready to kill me. Like when people asked me a question, everyone knew where you were, but I'd just be like, I remember Miss Beaches, our last guest, was like, I know you're not supposed to say anything, but are you happy for your friend? I was like, what friend?
What, I don't have any
You had been gone
friends.
for like 4 weeks.
I told everyone I was on a cruise.
I was like,
So I don't know what you're talking about, baby,
Literally,
but
I'm like, no, you're not gonna get me.
where is Redacted? I'm like,
Who?
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't seen them in the show. I'm like, well, I don't know.
Well,
I haven't heard from you either.
yeah, like I've been. I was gonna ask you.
Like walking around the street asking people, where have you been? Like, have you seen my friend? I haven't talked to Onyx in so long.
Well, apparently, too, was that someone on RuPaul did tell no one and just disappeared, and it was like
Obsessed
a
with
serious.
that.
People are like, we have to find them. There was like someone called the police. Like,
Holy shit.
Incredible.
Yeah.
But that's how they want them to act, though. Like the expectations that they have for people.
Well, I remember
like,
producers were like, I was like, oh, so can I tell like my mom? They're like, I don't know. I was like, I really should. If I don't talk to my mom for a month and a half, she's gonna not love that.
Yeah.
Like, I just, they're like, well, she really can't tell anyone. I was like, my fucking mother does
She won't
not.
call
She's
you.
going to be so confused about the sentence I tell her about this show.
Imagine your mom leaking, your mom going to Reddit. Like, imagine that.
LOL. I cannot imagine your mom.
Oh
going
my
on Reddit.
god! I'm doing this
Beekeeping
show.
Reddit subreddit.
I'm afraid for my mother because I'm doing this show in Boston, and she lives in Boston, so she's gonna come see it. And I forgot the end we're doing. It's a vampire show with Rob Zombie. Very exciting. But the end we're doing a blood orgy.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be pussy though. We got a plastic
course.
dome so the blood can splatter and do all this stuff. But I was like, oh, my mom is gonna be there. And it's just Violencia and Throb and Neo, and they're all agreed like, okay, we can all get completely naked. It's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay, you have to record this.
I definitely gonna record it, but I'm like, I should probably tell my mom, be like,
Maybe step
So,
out. Yeah.
around the end of the show, just leave.
Just leave.
just get out
That's
of your
fine.
seat and leave.
But why?
It's funny because there's certain stuff she does not care about, like any of like the queer stuff and like political stuff. She's completely like, very open-minded, great about that. But then there's little things like, are you wearing an upside down cross? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, why would you do that? It's like stuff like that.
That's the most shocking thing ever.
Yeah,
from
or
you.
if I have my ass out, she's like, your butt's out. I'm like,
Bye.
yeah, it's like a burlesque thing. People are going to see it. What are they going to think? I was like, hopefully good stuff. But
Like, okay.
yeah, that's where she draws the
Have your
line.
mom ever see you do like the stapler thing?
Yeah,
or
she hates it.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
She hates it so much. She actually used to come to, I don't even know what's the what is it? 245.
I have no idea.
now?
365 party girl. Club. Sarah.
She came
What-
to a
what is the
brunch
number?
that
Yeah.
235. I don't remember.
254.
254.
Because was the address. She used to come to brunch when it was back in the day when we did brunch there, and then she'd tell me
yes.
all the time the people that she liked in the show. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she always liked you. She liked me. There was other people that I don't want to say their names that she's like, well, I didn't really know about them.
Moms do love to do that. When I'll take my mom to drag shows, she does the exact same thing. Obviously, she's like enamored by you, and then there'll be others which will be like,
Didn't really do it.
Like, I'm like, okay, mom, whatever.
It's like that one clip with that lady.
I know exactly
that you know that when what's her name?
Oh,
She had like a piece of her reveal hanging out in the back.
And underneath the
and she's just like.
She turns around and goes, whatever.
My mom will say so. She's like, that one's wig wasn't glued down on the sides, and I'm like, oh.
But that lady's reaction kind of harkens back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast. Like, sometimes people need to get that reaction from people to step it up a little. We need some mean old lady to be like, nah, if you really want to step out and sir, whatever, I'm done. I don't care. But
I know. I say that. I've been wearing flats.
A sensible flat. I'm sitting here literally.
But it's because you're
injured.
I'm injured. I'm injured. For people that know, I sprained my ankle and I can't wear heels yet.
Yeah. And
it's weird going to the doctor and explaining to them that wearing heels is something you need to do. It's always a funny thing. But they're like, just don't wear them. Like, bitch. In my profession, it's frowned upon.
So your doctor is like wondering, so what do you do for a living?
I know, right?
Yeah, I've recently been honest with doctors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just recently.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of embarrassing when they're like, do you do drugs? You're like, no. Okay. There was one time.
They're like, okay, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
They're just like, yes.
Or they're like, do you drink? I'm like, how many times do you drink a week? I'm like, oh, like once.
Oh. They have to figure out another reason why your blood pressure is so high and your kidney functions are a little weird.
Yeah, that's hard because they all know too. They're like, do you smoke? I'm like, no, never. Like, I'm like, not once in my life.
Packets of cigarettes like hanging out of your
My thing is acting offended. That's like check it off. Cocaine, meth.
Meth.
Let me stop you right there.
Yes. No. That is so crazy.
It's true. It is. Oh, we have to do our segment.
We do have to do our segments. But
we
I
have
to
two
do
segments.
Really quickly. Is this normal? I'm just remember when I was younger, I went to the doctor.
Oh, God.
They asked my mom. It was like a male doctor. And he was like, do you mind if I was like young? And they were like, can we talk to him alone? Me. And she was like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, sure. And then he like asked me like about like my penis and stuff. Not like in a sexual way, but just in like a...
In what way?
A doctoral way.
I need to hear what a doctoral penis
like,
question
it was like a checkup.
How's your penis?
I guess it was something like that. It's not like he made me like whip it out and do whatever.
I feel like that'd be easier.
I feel like it's like if I'm young enough that I need to have my mom in the room.
Well, maybe he thought you'd be embarrassed to talk about your penis.
I guess that makes sense. Maybe they kind of figured it out between them. I'm cutting all of this part.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I remember things and I don't know if it was normal.
Was there something wrong with it?
No, there was nothing wrong with it. The penis or the situation?
The penis.
Oh no, it was fine. No, the penis was fine. It still is. It's great, quite frankly.
Oh, okay.
But no,
amazing.
And then my mom, but what made me even, but then what made it awkward was my mom was like, "What did he ask you about?" And I was like, nothing. I was too embarrassed to talk to her about it. So maybe he was right. Anyway.
Did you tell her?
No, I never told her.
You never told her what was wrong with your penis?
No, I never told her what was wrong with my penis. And that's why it's gone.
Your penis is gone?
Yeah.
Some people pay a lot. In this political climate, you know how hard that is?
I know someone sitting next to me who would pay for that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'd ever get bottom surgery.
You told me you want to keep yours.
Yeah. I think I don't want bottom surgery. It's not my fancy. I would maybe because I didn't know that you can just get your balls like...
Would you do that?
Detached. Because then it's no testosterone anymore.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
Until you get medically castrated.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, that's
what the doctor asked me. Yeah. Now I remember.
You can go to Turkey and get it. It's cheaper over there. And they're just like, do you want it? Sure. All right.
They have everything in Turkey.
They really do. Teeth you can go there and come back a completely different person.
You get a good nose job and everything.
Mm-hmm. We should go to Turkey.
Yeah. Would you ever get like cosmetics surgery?
Oh, absolutely! I can't wait till I get my coins.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting everything.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like I can't wait till the day.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing on the docket, if you don't mind?
FFS. I just
Yeah.
just lay it up on me. Just cut it up.
Cut it up.
And they literally just like watching what they do.
What do they do?
They just cunt your face. Like, they really just like they
Shave down on your brow.
Yes.
They
Shave
cunt your
down the
face.
chin, and then the Adam's apple of it all.
Oh, I didn't know they went all the way down.
And if
here.
you have
If you want, I
hair,
guess.
they'll bring your hairline down.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I might get that. And
Yeah,
see
you
why
get
not?
FFS. Why
Fuck
not?
it. Actually,
You
I
might
think
just
I'm
have to
fine,
pay
but-
out. I would say you have to pay out of pocket, but I realize we all have to pay out of
Let me tell you something. Plexiglass is cunt. Let me tell you something. Plexiglass is fucking pussy.
Is she now?
She is. She's
Come
pussy to
on.
me. She's pussy.
No, but you're right.
She
She is.
She is.
No, you're right.
She is.
Like, when
That's
I
the one
first
thing
met
she
you,
had
I was
going
like,
for her.
who's this fish?
Oh, I didn't know it was all that. Okay,
It does give a
word.
little.
Like,
Post me,
cartoony,
find a nice picture of her
anime,
somewhere.
pussy.
Cartoony
It's
anime
giving
pussy.
anime T girl.
Yeah.
Anime T girl. Okay, work. I'll take
Okay.
it. Word.
It really does in your little.
Does it?
Because nowadays, especially because when this one does do drag, they'll wear like a little dress from like
Okay.
TJ Maxx.
that.
Just like a bow in the hair.
It's
Like,
giving TS Comic Con.
it really. Wait, that is what it is.
Rebranding.
TS Comic
TS Comic Con.
Con. You should get back in the game.
People have to book me for that, but you did.
I'll book you for. Oh,
No, you won't.
yeah. That's right.
That is right. Come to
The
the,
Britney
Britney
show.
Spears
To the
show,
Britney show.
February 12th,
15th.
15th at Frankie.
So you literally have a gig coming up.
I do.
Bitch, that's like 2 weeks from now.
I know.
That's like soon.
It's
Wait, come to that.
You should come to that.
Oh, I will
come
be
to your
there.
things all the time.
You don't come to them all the time. Name the last thing you came to.
One of your Lulu Blue Onyx.
Well,
shows.
those happen once a month. So what was the last one?
You know good and fucking well. I
You weren't
go
at
to
the
your
last
shows.
one that
I
Icon
bring my
was in.
mom to your shows. I go to your
You
shows.
don't want to come to the Fifth Element, and you love Fifth
I
Element.
do love Fifth Element, but maybe I was busy that day. I go to your fucking shows, bitch. Anyway, so we have some segments.
This is what I do to my friends. You know, you have your friends though. You're like, I haven't seen
I
you
haven't
in one
seen
in a
you in a
while.
All of the friends. I come to them the most often.
Andrew
and we
comes
know
the
this.
most.
Andrew's your boyfriend.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. Clock that. So,
does
anywho,
the
we have
flying.
segments.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so the first one is: do you use Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music. Apple Music.
What?
That makes it
is-
sound like that's the segment.
That's it.
Do you use Spotify or Apple Music?
What is your most on repeat songs right now?
What songs are really taking you the fuck there right now?
Fuck Me by Shy Girl and Isolde.
Nice.
Spring Breakers by Charlie S.C.
Okay.
and Kesha. Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. And I don't know. Let's do a lot of music. Oh, Striptease by FK Twigs.
Yeah.
I was
yes.
waiting for it. I was like, someone say
Yeah.
it. Say it.
Asexual has been
That album is fucking sick.
In
like whole thing.
Like, are you serious?
I
You
could
can
do
put the
a
whole thing on.
episode about
Yes.
FK Twigs. And I
It's
fucking
amazing,
will.
and she really like. I love all her albums. She really
She
does not
doesn't
have a
miss.
lot of bad.
She
shit
does
in her
not miss.
discography.
I
I
love
love
her.
Sticky.
Oh, yeah.
Sticky's
yeah.
been my
The
one.
one.
Yes.
I'm surprised you remembered all that. I think you're our first guest that was
That
off the
had it
top
off the
of
top
your
of their head. Yeah.
I just love music, and
Yes,
it's just a part of me. Like, I have my AirPods in right now. Like,
Oh my god.
And you
You're
really do
listening to
listen to like everything too.
I do.
Like I remember
everything.
I used to name a song. You're like, oh yeah, I listen to that.
Yep.
references, babes.
That is.
Wait, so what's
Oh,
yours?
I'll do mine. Okay, this is a little embarrassing. This is a little.
Is it still Wicked?
No, it's worse.
Oh, good.
It's much worse. It's much worse. So it's been Asexual, just kind of the whole thing. That Doechii and JT song. Alter Ego. Yeah, I really like. It's a good. I'm on my bike. And then the Dear Evan Hansen.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say.
I've been listening to
Yes, of all the things that were listed, Dear Evan Hansen gets this.
Last week I watched Dear Evan Hansen 4 times.
You've been talking to me about Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I'll just like hyper focus on certain things. It reminds me of my dead friend. And I've learned recently it's nice to remember those that have passed.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
If you take anything from today's episode, it's that remember the dead fondly. So anyway.
Through the window. So, what have you been listening to? No, I'm telling you, put on.
But that's tea. No,
put on Words Fail from Dear Evan Hansen.
I'm never gonna do that.
Ben Platt put his whole platypus into that.
I remember a lot of people were giving him shit for that movie.
Okay, because it's just because he's supposed to be a high school student and he's so obviously like someone in their 30s. Like
that's
he
kind
does
of
not
endearing.
look. Yeah, it's also a weird concept.
I'm gonna watch it on Shrooms.
Call me right after that happens. I need to know what that's like.
What have I been? Well, obviously been listening to You Sexual just over and over and over and over. So that's just one answer.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck else? So much Ariana Grande still.
Where?
Sometimes I forget that's really my Italian mother and sister and family member. Like that because I've been here from the fucking beginning. 2013, red hair
Back
into
when
brown
she
hair.
was racially ambiguous.
No, this was before she was racially ambiguous.
That's true.
This was when she was racially what's the opposite of
clear? I don't know.
Sure. She was clearly Italian.
She
was clearly transparently Italian. Like myself. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be so funny.
Tell another.
It really wasn't. We need to cut out so much of this episode. I'm like,
you're being self-conscious,
and
I think
rewind.
I think you should watch Dear Evan Hansen, and it's really gonna help you with your mental health. Because the whole show is a story about mental health. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
It's called Dear Evan Hansen because he has to write himself motivational letters. He goes, "Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be an amazing day." And he tells himself why.
Gayest fucking thing. But I
thought it was about. Nice. I thought it was about being gay. Is why I watched it. Not about it.
He's not gay at all.
The actor is.
Well, yeah. Well, it's musical theater.
That's true.
So anyway, a lot of Ariana Grande, You Sexual, and I feel like there's a third thing I can't quite remember right now, but something like just that. What are that?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
But the new album.
Mm-hmm.
By who?
Ariana.
Oh, all of it.
Yeah.
But yes, you know what it really has been specifically song-wise? The live version of I Don't Want to Break Up Again from her new album. She has a live version of that I think is better than the original. So I've been listening to that a lot. I've been listening to Popular by Ariana Grande a lot from the Wicked soundtrack.
I mean,
as someone who does not have a theater background or care in the world, that song is incredible. So thank you, homosexuals who created Wicked.
Mm-hmm. Steven Schwartz.
Thank you, homosexuals.
Do you like to watch, like, if you really like a song, go and watch, like, the live performance and stuff?
Angel of My Dreams by Jade. The live version is really good.
That is such a random
answer.
That is. Yeah. Angel of My Dreams. Yeah.
Well, because you're a big Janet fan.
I love Janet. I love.
Really?
Everybody didn't know. If you didn't know, you know.
That should have been one of our first questions.
But she is like, you kind of need. There's certain songs I feel like you're really not getting the full thing unless you watch it live. Unless you see it
live. Like, she's just one of those like entertainers where it's like, you know, you just get the whole full package, and we listen to the song like, okay, I understand it now.
Mm-hmm.
What is your
favorite?
You've
seen her too, right?
Yes,
I have.
Oh my god,
it's life changing.
It is. It's amazing. She's still. I'm like, girl, if I can be in my fucking late 50s and still do all that, bless.
That's what I'm like. That's what I thought when I saw Cher. Cher was like 70 something when I saw her, and that bitch was like
I just
it
don't get
all,
like with
like-
Janet. I'm like, do they just put her entire body on ice after the show?
They probably do. They have to.
Wait, what's your favorite Janet Jackson song or album?
Oh wow,
Or just
this
anything.
is hard. My favorite Janet Jackson album has to be The Velvet Rope.
Okay.
Yes. And the song it's not for The Velvet Rope. That's my favorite song. It's if I had to choose one for right now, it's All For You. I've been listening to all.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that's my favorite
That is
album.
and just because All For You, she is just so horny.
There is a song
She
on
cannot-
All For You
Yeah.
where she literally is just like fucking
she's
the
just like,
microphone at it. What the fuck is
Would you mind?
Yes.
Is that
Would
it?
you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch it,
These
squeeze
be
it,
niggas,
and then she's like,
rub you, hold you,
it's like, but I didn't get to come.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
I
song.
just always imagine when I listen to that one. I'm like, what was the studio vibe that
They were
day?
feeling it.
Where Janet's like,
Yes.
okay, Janet, whenever you're ready, and she just like,
I know she was probably laying on the floor just fucking fingering herself.
feeling it.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
other album I like by her? What the fuck is it called? The black and white cover that has
Rhythm
LUV on it.
Nation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Rhythm Nation, yes.
I really like that album. I like
Yeah, I love that
I like the song
album.
Tonight on that album. It's a random deep
Oh,
cut, yeah.
Discipline.
Discipline is what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes.
I like that album. I haven't listened to like every single Janet album. Like I feel like I've listened to like the
I need
highlights.
to. Yeah.
But I really like All For You,
Yeah.
that one. I need to listen to Velvet Rope a little more.
I used to always try to
Velvet
do
Rope.
the
You will love the
dance
Velvet
from
Rope.
If, but it's so the boom 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 boom.
Fuck it.
It's hard. It's hard though. I mean,
Okay.
it's like obviously Janet
Janet
Jackson,
Jackson,
choreo.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
not the easiest.
Shout out to the queens that really just fucking truly the Candy Davenports of the world.
Oh yeah,
The bitches who dance.
the bitches who dance, the bitches who like. There's, like if you're producing a show, you're like, I have to put them last. You're like, I don't want to go after this person. No one wants to go after this person. I did a gig with Kennedy Davenport in November.
Oh, word.
And it really was like, she is still doing it. Like not a day has gone by. It
love
is
her.
crazy though.
She's still one of my favorite Ru girls.
Because that's
for
like
sure.
drag.
It is.
That's the type I want to pay for. Because you're going to like.
And we've come I think as a drag society, it's almost like we're moving back into that because, for a while, everyone wanted to just be so hyper femme. Like, like no wearing jeans and like
Are we
ripped
not
off
there
shirt.
anymore? Or are we moving away?
I feel like we're going back into like more like, you know what? I might stone it a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Let me wear a couple ponytails. Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
The girls
alright.
love mall drag.
yeah.
I like mall
they
drag if it's
do.
good.
Shout out to Ma'am She.
Shout
Yeah, I
out
was gonna say
Ma'am
like
G.
shout out to Mamchi, shout out to Mino,
Shout out to Mino, yeah. Shout out to Ilaria.
shout out to
Illyria.
shout out to Illyria. That's a great episode.
But it
on
takes
this
a
podcast.
certain kind of diva
It
to be able to
really
pull it off.
does. You have to have the
Illyria and
personality
Mamshi,
for
they,
it.
They can
Oh,
pull
absolutely.
it off.
It's about personality if you're gonna do mall drag.
I just love Illyria's skirts. How they sit here and then they go to
end-
here.
Yeah, like,
What's how I was like, girl, you might as well just take that shit off and just
Right.
wear your panties out.
oh my God. But she looks
like,
so
I don't wanna
good.
show
too
She
much.
She
Cute.
looks
It
incredible.
looks so
Every time
cute.
when was the last time we saw her? New Year's?
Well, I
What-
saw her before.
Well,
then,
no,
but-
me and
Oh, you and me when we at the same
we hung
time
out on
saw
New
her.
Year. Yeah. I just remember she like came out to us during some event. I think it was New Year's, and I just remember thinking like, she really is hot as fuck.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
hot
it's
as fuck.
crazy. I'm like, she is fucking beautiful.
I love her so much.
Yeah, and she's hysterical, and we want to have you back on the pod, friend.
Yes. Please.
We have to ask you our next segment, our next and final segment. Franco.
So, basically, I'm gonna ask you a question, and however you take it, you just answer it straight off the dome. Are you content with your choices?
Yes.
Yay! Word.
Work.
Care to elaborate? Or no?
My choices, I don't know.
Work. Absolutely work.
I guess my choices are my choices.
And you're content with them?
Sometimes the choices are questionable. Sometimes they're fun. And sometimes they're questionable. But they're my choices.
That's a great answer.
That is
That's
a good answer.
Yeah.
Like,
Because at the end of the day, they are your choices.
My choices, yep.
you can't, what is it? Someone said something to me?
I need to remember that.
Yeah. There was something someone said to someone else once that I was like, that's smart. They were like,
It happened right now.
boom.
It was icon.
icon. Someone said my choices are my choices. They were questionable, but they're mine. No, I'm kidding. But what was it? They're like, you can't ever. I don't care anymore. It's gone. Are you content with your choices?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
I'm content with my choices because I'm trying to make better choices.
And that's a choice in itself.
But it's a choice in itself. Yeah.
And you're content with that choice?
Yeah. Like buying flats.
You're content with that choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Work.
All right. Are you content with your choices?
Spoiler alert, everybody. Third week in a row. No. No, I'm not. I can't lie to our fans, our millions of fans who listen. I can't lie to you guys. No, but seriously, I'm not.
You ever try a Zoloft?
I am already on antidepressants, and they're not working. I tried to get a therapist. This bitch canceled on me before I ever met her.
She
Before
said,
I met her.
Too much.
She sensed it. She was like, no, I don't have time for this.
Have you ever been on antidepressants?
I have not.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think it's working.
Yeah, they don't always.
I don't think it's working.
They can actually backfire.
Maybe that's what's going
and make
on.
it worse.
It's that. It's like, okay, cool. I'm still depressed and I can't come sometimes. So this is
SSRIs.
great. Yeah, mine's like a secret third thing. It's like an SSNI or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm also my psychiatrist was like, we can only do so much for you. Like, you need to see a therapist. I'm like, I know. And so I tried to get one. Same day canceled. Like, same day canceled. I went up to the portal, chose the one I thought would work out, and she was just like, it wasn't even a person who canceled on me. It was a machine that told me, an email, your thing has been canceled. I'm like, you know what? If there's a sign...
They looked in your eyes.
They looked into those little dark demon eyes of mine. But I'll be all right, y'all. I'll be alive in the next episode. Whenever we're gonna be fine.
That out with your therapist.
I hope so too.
It's hard to find a therapist you can stick to. It really is. Like,
every time I get one, they disappear. Literally. I had one for 2 weeks.
And sometimes you gotta be like, this one's not a good fit. You gotta break up with them.
You gotta shop for your therapist. It is like a never-ending shopping journey.
Yeah.
It is.
Sometimes,
and sometimes you I think I've gotten all I can out of you.
Mm-hmm.
To some.
Interesting.
Right.
I never understand people who lie to their therapist. That's crazy. That's genuinely crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's
sometimes
really spooky.
I'll lie and they'll be like, I'm actually lying. This is what actually happened.
You'll say that.
Yeah, I'll realize I lied. I'll be like, sorry, I lied.
But that's fine because you realize the problem. But people who are like, oh, me lying to jokes on Twitter. It's like, you're wasting your money.
We really are, because that shit is not cheap.
No.
Lying to your therapist, that's the one person you're allowed to tell the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
So I remember when I had a therapist for 2 weeks. Man, I was telling that motherfucker every goddamn thought I could. I was like, yep. I even killed someone. No. What's this doing?
Oh, it's recording over stuff. That's okay.
That's fine.
But,
FBI.
Yeah. No, I didn't kill anyone yet. But
yeah, right when it heard you, then it's like, oh,
yeah.
Tapped in.
I'm just starting to realize I'm looking because I'm trying to journal more. So because I used to only journal when I was miserable, so it would
Well, that's another thing, though. It's like you have
to,
if you can't just focus on the negative stuff in your life, you must do the positives too.
Right. Yes. People do forget that this podcast is also a therapy podcast.
This podcast is a cry for help.
It is a cry for help. The underlying text of our podcast is a therapist podcast. So,
because we want to be healed. We do. To heal.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want everyone to be healed, honestly. Because a lot of people need to be fucking healed. And I say this a lot. People need to fucking work on their inner child. A lot of you bitches need to speak very directly to the inner child and be like, what do I need to do for you? For me, it's buy pink frilly gay shit and do whatever I want.
For a lot of people, it's like,
Yeah.
I was like,
there's many other things that my inner child needs healing.
Yeah.
But it's little things
and
like
also
that.
healing takes a while.
It does. It's not an overnight thing. It's one day at a time.
Yeah, for certain. Yeah. Anyway.
What a lovely way to end this.
Yeah. Is that the end? Oh my goodness.
But
we still have
Icon,
some
what do you
time.
have coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, what I have coming up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where can these people find you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Icon Ebony Fierce _, or you can find me on Twitter for the unseriousness at Icon Ebony Fierce. I tried to use Blue Sky. I got bored. No shade. And that's it. Don't go on my Facebook. I don't go
Unless
on there
you're
that
from
much.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, that's all I
You
have.
do have a great Twitter, I will say. Yeah,
Thank you.
because
I
I
have
love
fun
how you
there.
just open it up and it's just like taint.
like you'll see like someone else's tweet and then like you're like, oh, I wonder what the replies are. You'll click and be like, yes, labia. Just
Labia.
do underneath, just like
Or mulch.
mulch. is
Mulch.
the big one. Yeah.
I love it though because it'll be under like it's like a Beyonce tweet. I'll see like labia mulch.
Labia mulch with the Brat font
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mulch.
from the generator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you so much for being here,
Thank you for
Icon.
having
This was
me.
fun.
We love you so much.
This was fun.
And we'll have you back.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
This is fun. I love this.
Do you love this?
I love it. This is fun.
I'm glad people
It's
love
fun.
it when they come
It
on
is.
because every time I think like I wonder what they think it's gonna be and then they show up and we're like
So I show up to
So
do
anyway, I'm
this,
gonna
and
kill
I think to
myself.
myself, I wonder what it's gonna be because everyone's so different. But
I watch every single one of these and I'm like, this
you
is
really?
fun. This is fun.
Oh
this
my god, I
was
didn't
a lot of
watch
fun.
them.
Yes, I love the Peaches episode.
Oh, yeah, me too.
God.
oh yeah,
Yes, that was. I remember when
fun.
I was editing that when I was like sitting in my room like laughing, literally laughing out
She's
loud.
fucking hilarious.
Peaches really is
She is
A
hilarious.
gem in this world.
truly a gift.
And you want to talk about a paint?
Bitch.
Oh, bitch. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's another
Yeah.
one more question I have for you. Like, who do you think is like the gold standard drag queen in Philadelphia for you right now?
Oh, wow.
That's a tough one.
Who are? It does not maybe not the, but if you had to be like, this is my favorite. I don't know. However you take that question.
Oh, I don't know. There's so many. I love all of my divas.
See, such a sweetheart.
I do. I feel like so many people are so talented in the city, so it's hard to choose. But I'm gonna be slightly biased
Do it.
and be like my good old BFF Sardonyx.
Okay, perfect. That's a great
Yes.
answer. Yeah. Sardonyx is incredible. So.
Chaotic ass bitch.
Talented as fuck, and such a really like effortlessly good entertainer.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
and just
I
so
could
creative.
absolutely- I could watch Sardonyx do quite frankly anything, and I'd be like, yes. I can't go an octave higher than the yes I just gave you because there's nothing left in me. But yeah, yes. But anyways,
Thank you
it's been
so much for
fun.
coming on.
Thank y'all so much.
We love you.
I love
so
you.
much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Bye, guys! Yay!